So, today we're going to look at some milk techniques. All techniques of producing milk are exactly the same. All the differences between a cappuccino, a latte, a flat white, for example, is the amount of air that you introduce into the milk at the beginning of the technique. Okay, so what I'm going to demonstrate is the action of steaming milk, and what I'm using here is an oversized jug and some water, so you can actually see what's happening with the steam, how far the nozzle is below the surface. We're purging just below the surface, as you can see, just below the surface. I'm going to turn the steam arm all the way on, and we get it spinning. Now you'll see, as I'm sucking air in, you can see the jets of steam firing through the water. We need to do that all the way at the beginning, nothing at the end. And then all we're doing is just keeping the nozzle just below the surface and letting the milk spin. And it's almost as close as you can get to the surface without letting any more air in, means the better milk you'll get. And off. So first things first, always fill to 1/3 of the jug, just below the spout, and always purge your steam arm first. We put the tip just below the surface, and we're going to turn the steam arm on all the way, and not just halfway. And we're looking to do 3 things at the same time: add air, start to spin, and start to heat. And as soon as I've got enough air in, I'm just going to keep that tip just below the surface, and as soon as it's too hot for my hand, because anything other than that will scald the milk, turn it off. So we've just finished our milk. It's just too hot to hold, which is perfect, because anything hotter is going to scald the milk. And we start to fold. And it's a gentle rocking from left to right to punch that liquid up through, pull some of the foam down. And we keep folding left and right, left and right. You don't need to spin your milk. If you spin your milk like this, all you're doing is you're moving the foam layer and the milk layer around. Whereas if you fold, you're actually going to mix it. And as soon as it's got the consistency of paint, or it looks nice and shiny, we pour. And this is going to be my cappuccino. And this time we're just looking to put slightly less air in than a cappuccino, and that's all my air done. If you wanted to break it into noises, you're looking in for about 3 at the beginning. Done. And then that, tapping, and then folding. And again, I'm folding till it's nice and shiny. Now I'm going to pour my latte. You'll notice that the foam is much the same, but there's just slightly less texture than there was before. The foam on top of the latte is just under 1 centimetre, whereas as you remember, the cappuccino is 1 centimetre.